Hi guys, how you doing? It's another episode of the Hamburg Career Mode with me, Scouse Mike, here on FIFA 22. And we're at the halfway point in the season, really. We're doing really well. We're top of the league by a point, so things are going okay. We're absolutely skint. We did all of our big business in the summer after the little bit of a cash injection. We could sell somebody to fund a few more transfers, but even with the couple of injuries we've got, we've sent a couple of youngsters out on loan. I don't feel the need to do that. I'm quite happy with the group of players we've got. It's not as if we're playing in Europe or anything like that. One thing I did want to do, seeing as there's not really going to be any January business being done, is just go through our objectives and have a little bit more of a look at it and see how we're doing and where we need to improve for the rest of the season. So we've obviously got a really good confidence rating from the board at 90. That's probably because we're in first position and we've already gone past the round of 16 stage of the Pokal. We're in the quarters, which is quite good. We've signed one player of a different nationality from the one of the club. I'm not sure why there isn't a tick there, but it says that obviously it's complete already. Domestic success. Obviously, we've already surpassed the Pokal objective and we are on course for automatic promotion, which means we've got to finish either first or second. So I'm aiming to win this league. I want a trophy to lift at the end of it, along with the promotion, so we're on course to do that so far. Our two medium objectives, one of them's the youth development. We've got to sign 4 players in the youth academy, for one for each position, basically. That's something I'm starting to work on now. During the last episode, I didn't actually show it, but I've sent the youth scout out to look for some really promising youth players. In terms of bringing players up from the youth academy, there are 2 that I've actually signed that had high potential. I'm going to show you them now. One of them was, I believe it was Lloyd. I'm pretty sure it was this lad. And the other one is this winger who we're actually retraining as a right wing back because we haven't really got anybody suitable to cover for Wagnerman. Wagnerman will be able to play on the left if needed, but we don't really have a good backup who's a sort of similar pacey type of player, whereas Kraus has actually got a decent amount of pace to him. And then obviously the other medium objective that we need to fulfill is one that we've already completed, and I'm guessing that will come up as complete at the end of the season. In terms of financial, we need to make a 2.6 million profit from a youth player sale, or youth player sales within 2 seasons. I mean, we may even be able to just sell that Kraus if push comes to shove. And then obviously continental success, we can't do anything about that at the moment, simply because we're only in the second Bundesliga. So the first game of this episode, we're going to be simming it. It's away against Dresden. And the lineup pretty much as you'd expect. The one we've been using for most of the season. Obviously, the exception is Ambrosius is in for the injured Vuskovic. And the result is a 1-0 away win. Fernandez loves scoring in these simmed games, doesn't he? And we've just had a bit of a scary moment there. Wagnerman, who's our right wing back, had a release clause of 6.1 million. I didn't even realise. And somebody had come in and bid and activated it. And he actually came to me and said he wanted to leave. So I offered him a contract. We're actually that skint at the minute that I had to remove some of the bonuses, basically. But in the end, we managed to agree a contract and he signed, and it just cancelled the other transfer. So thank goodness for that. Wagnerman staying. Next game up is St. Pauli. We're going to be simming this one as well. We're going to keep simming games such as this. As I say, I've said it many times before in previous episodes, this first season is just about getting to that promotion and then the real work begins. Every game will be a tough one in the Bundesliga once we're up there, especially when we first get up there. We're probably not going to have a lot of money to spend either, so we're going to have to make sure that we play those games to really make sure we get them over the line and get the points to stay up first season. So we're going to quick sim this, keeping the lineup as is. There's not really too much tightness there. And the result of this one, it's a 3-1 win. Hlotzek, Bulat and DK getting on the score sheet. Big staller for them. So regarding the rest of this episode, what we're going to be doing is playing this game only because it's the Pokal against Bielefeld, who were a club who have been in the Bundesliga on and off down the years. I probably would have simmed this, but because it's the cup, and obviously it's getting to the later stages now, this is the quarterfinals, we're going to play this one. It'll be a tricky little away game. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up surprised at how difficult it ends up being, especially because it was so easy against Borussia Mönchengladbach, and we had the amazing comeback against Cologne before that. Bielefeld should be the easiest of those 3 games, but you know how it goes normally. There are a couple of games after this in the league that we will be simming through in this episode, and then we'll end the episode with a bit of a heavyweight match down here in the second Bundesliga. It's Hamburg against Werder Bremen. And if you remember last time we played Bremen earlier on in the season, they walloped us 5-2. It was embarrassing. As Saleh got a hat-trick. We're going to be looking for revenge in that one. This is nice play. Wagnerman, who signed his new contract recently. Going all the way, he tried to dink that to the back, but didn't really work. DK with the interception. Fernandez back to DK. Oh, lovely turn back in. Oh, and it was a good shot. Lovely play. Good save from the keeper there. And they're playing it really nicely, and that was a mad header. And it's a crossover. Ambrosius just about got to that. Oh, it's a good save from Van der Voort. Terrible defending. Stoiker making a run. DK's opting to run into it. He's going to play this on the overlap to Wagnerman, who's going to stop and evaluate. And he's playing this into the edge of the box for Hlotzek. Hlotzek to Bulat, who looks as if he's carrying a bit of an injury at the minute. Plays it back out to Wagnerman. Lofts it in, near post. DK, great effort. And it just goes past the far post there. Oh, this is dangerous. And I've got to be honest, that was desperation, that utter desperation from Ambrosius. And I tell you what, he is so lucky to have not got a red there. I was convinced it was going to be a red. Hlotzek managing to find DK. Oh, sorry, it was Stoiker. Oh, it's going to be a corner. And it's back towards DK, who gets his head to it, and it's a goal. And it was almost a wonderful save from the keeper there. But the header was so accurate back across in the far corner. He just couldn't get enough of a hand to it. Oh, Wagnerman just out-muscling there. Hint of a foul, but the referee said no. Nice ball through. Bulat. And it's a beautiful chipped goal. Off the foot of the post. Didn't even realise he had that in his locker, to be honest with you. And it's Captain Fantastic with a lovely goal. I can't believe the defender couldn't get to that to clear it off the line. And that's the end of the half. And I think what we're going to do here for the second half, we're actually going to take Bulat off because he's carrying that injury. This is nice play, Leibold. Tries to get this across. But Moreno ready to collect it. Fernandez firing this up. This is nice. Hlotzek opting to just hold on to it. It's a nice ball through. He's going to have a go, Hlotzek. Wasn't a million miles away. That's a nice overlapping pass. And that should be easy for Van der Voort. He's going to throw this out towards DK, who manages to hold it up. And Leibold spotted a bit of a gap there, but Stoiker couldn't make the right run, and the ball didn't really get through in the end anyway. This is a lovely searching bit of play here. Leibold's going to do the first time cross. It's a dangerous one. Oh, and the keeper got it in the end. That was close. Stoiker stepping in. Stepping round. It's lovely. He's going to cross this towards DK. DK! Oh, just wide there. DK. It's back to Fernandez. Fernandez. Oh, nice little daisy cutter shot from Hlotek there. Rising upwards. But it was wide of the mark. And that's the end of the game. Pretty straightforward, really. I thought that might have been one of those mad games that FIFA loves to throw up, where, you know, you do really well against teams that are tougher than you, and then you play a team that's around your level or worse, and it's just a really, really tough game. But that was pretty straightforward. We weren't really troubled that much. And the injury sustained by Bulat, it's only for 5 days, so he might miss the next game, I think. It depends when that is, actually. He might actually make it back in time, but thankfully he's not out for too long. And the semi-final draw's taken place. You've got to say, we've got a real chance of winning this trophy at the first attempt in our first season. Wouldn't that be unbelievable? But back to the league for now. It's Darmstadt up next. We're currently 4 points clear at the top of the league, ahead of Bremen, by the way. I've just noticed that there. But we'll simulate this one. Couple of sims coming up, and then we're actually playing Bremen, so we've got a chance to really open up the gap going into the last run-in of the season, if you like. So a quick sim in this. And it's a 1-1 draw. I'll take that. No problem at all. Hlotek with the goal in the 19th minute to nick the draw. 2 more games to sim. This next one is against Heidenheim. We're at home for it. And we've opted to leave Vuskovic on the bench for this one because he's not quite back to full fitness. So we'll keep Ambrosius in, who played well in the cup game. And we'll do a quick sim. And it's another 1-1 draw. Once again, happy to take that. Stoiker with the goal for us. So the next game and the last sim of this episode before we play Bremen is away against Sandhausen. So we're going to go into this one now. Keeping the line up as it has been. And it's another 1-1 draw. I'm quite happy to take that, to be honest with you. The one I've been waiting for a while, since they absolutely battered us 5-2 earlier in the season. It was an embarrassing defeat, but they're coming to our stadium now. Let's see if we can get revenge. I want my revenge. Oh, and what a shot from Jakobsen. And Bremen are such a difficult team in this division to play against. And just like that, really early on, their first chance, and he took it beautifully. And I have to say, there's a real fear when Bremen attack. They seem so swift and clinical, the way they pass the ball. We're going to try playing this through. Hlotek had made the run. Wagnerman laying it off. DK, he has a shot. Good save from Zettere. And we're going to whip this one in this time. We're going to go for a near post. Oh, Vukovic, who's back. Akmahodzic. It's blocked. And it's come off Akmahodzic goal kick. It's good block by Belakotchap. Bulak playing that out to Leibold. Hlotek making a run. And he could run onto this. And this looks good. Is Stoiker going to get there? Oh, it's a collision. Fernandez is going to hit this. Oh, what an effort through the crowd. Zettere with the save. And Bulak couldn't collect it. Oh, it's given away by Bremen. And Bulat out to Hlotek. Hlotek's going to play this towards the back to DK. And it's the equaliser, and I'm so relieved. And it wasn't really the best option to just loft it like that to the back post. But DK was ready. He's tall, he's strong, and he's aware. And thankfully, he's nodded it home from relatively close range. That's a really deep ball in, and we could break here if we don't mess this up. It's lovely play. Fernandez, nobody's with him. He's going to go for the back post chip. Terrible. Oh, nicely won by Fernandez. He's taken out, though. And it's given away to Dux. Asale, who, dare I say, has been relatively quiet in the first half. I'm almost afraid to say that. Tempting fate. Wagnerman winning that. He's going to run up to the line and try and clear it down. And Fernandez, who's in space out here. DK's making the run. He's got a head. He's going to take a touch. Go for the shot over the bar. And unfortunately, I think after he'd taken his touch, it just took it a little bit too wide. And the keeper had it covered anyway. Oh, that's a dirty tackle on Stoiker. Yellow card. Weiser. Shocking tackle. It's through. Stoiker. Oh, the keeper saves it. Gotta say, it wasn't the best shot. Oh, it's a penalty. And it's a terrible slide tackle from Akmahodzic. Attempting to just block a shot that it looked like was coming. But Dux decided to just hold up. And the contact was there. And it's really sloppy. Can Van der Voort get a fourth penalty save of the season? And it's Dux taking the penalty. And I don't know what's happened there. Was it offside or was it just a free kick given? Either way, they've hit the woodwork. We've just been let off the hook there. And now we've got to use this. We've got to use this and go and get the winner ourselves. I can't believe that. Oh, Wagnerman, so much space. He's got to slip this through. Oh, didn't quite get there. Hlotek's going to chase it. Couldn't quite get to it. Leibold does well. Hlotek. Oh, he just went for the power. I was hoping he was going to use his right foot to bend it. But he just ended up powering it in with his left at the near post. Good save from the keeper. Fernandez out to Saranic, who's going to have a shot. Blocked. Ah, it's going to be a foul, I think. Yeah. Bremen are going to be searching for that equaliser, but they've given it away. It's right up to DK. Oh, and they're just trying to be patient with their passing here. Saranic. Fernandez has made a run. Oh, and he took the wrong option going for the near post. There was so much space available back across. And he just blasted it near post. And you've got to say the Bremen keeper has kept this respectable. We've had some chances. In towards DK. Kept alive. Vuskovic should win this. Back with Fernandez. He's going to whip this towards the back post. Akmahodzic! And my controller's just disconnected. And I just can't believe we've missed that. Akmahodzic with the free header. What an absolutely unbelievable run at the back post that was into the space. And what an absolutely brilliant cross. It was the perfect cross. I cannot believe he's missed that. So it's going to have to be a draw. I can't believe how much better we played in this one. Asali, who was the absolute thorn in our side in the first game, barely noticed he was playing in this one. I think it's probably a case of it being a home for us, and the team have grown in the 4 or 5 months since we last played Bremen. A lot of our players have grown. The chemistry's really there. I think I've also grown as well in understanding the way to play this formation a little bit. So that's a respectable draw. I said at half-time I would have taken the draw. So I'm happy with that. And that should keep us at the top of the table, I think. So we end with a 1-1 respectable draw against Bremen there. I'd say, if anything, you could say we were unlucky to not win it, even though they had a penalty that hit the woodwork. Shh, don't tell anyone. But we're coming into the last 3 months of the season now, basically. We've got 3 games in the next calendar month. We'll be starting the next episode with the game against Nuremberg away from home. Tricky one. And then we'll probably be simming the remaining 2. And then, as you can see, the month after that, it's a little bit busier. We'll be simming the majority of these as well. But we've got that tasty semi-final to play against Bochum. And then the final month of the season, there's only 2 games there at the moment, but we're hoping that there's going to be a third, i.e. a final, probably against Wolfsburg, I'd imagine. We may play the Hanover game on that occasion, seeing as it's the last home game of the season as well. And then it looks as if it's Hansa Rostock to wrap things up for the league. And hopefully by that point, we're already promoted and we're already champions, fingers crossed. But thanks as ever for watching these, guys. I'm really enjoying this career so far. I can't wait to get up to the Bundesliga. It's going to be so much fun. I'm dead worried about how much money we're going to get, but, you know, whatever we get, we'll make it work. We might have to make some sales. Maybe let some of the promising players go to bigger clubs if those offers come in, and we'll just rebuild again and look to make sure that we stay in the Bundesliga. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You know how much I appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I appreciate all the comments you guys leave me on these videos. We're still growing this again. You know, I used to do this over 10 years ago. And it's just nice to be back doing this sort of thing and getting the love back for playing career mode, because I'll be honest, I've not had that for a number of years on FIFA, and it has stagnated a little bit. I'm really enjoying this career mode, as I say, so thanks for being part of this journey with me, guys. I can't wait to get this season ended and see what happens once we get promoted. But yeah, take care. I'll see you in the next one.